is Mayor Tom Broderick, and I'm back with you again out here at Harmon Park, right off Van Buskirk Road, where we are in the process of sort of at the early stages of our last block party of the year. We've had 5 this year. They've all been really well attended. This particular one is very well attended, and we're really enjoying it. So I'm joined with Anderson Police Chief Mike Lee and Assistant Chief Mike Anderson. Mike Anderson oversees our community policing department, and of course the chief oversees the department as a whole, and I'm proud that they're both here today. They always come to all these events, so they're always present. We certainly appreciate that. So let me start with you, Chief Lee. Talk a little bit about the importance of these parties and how successful they've been this year.
They've been very successful this year, huge attendance, and we really appreciate the community taking the time to come out and meet our officers, some of the other vendors that we have here. There's petting zoos, the inflatables behind me, just a good time for kids to come out, and also the adults, a great opportunity for them to learn a little bit about Crime Watch, a little bit about Senior Link, and to meet some of the officers.
And as we said, this is all part of really our community policing activities, and that, as you said, encompasses some things beyond just this. But it's a great way for the public to interact with officers, get to know them, feel comfortable with them, because really, in reality, the police department does a great job, but we need the eyes and ears of our community.
Well, we do. We definitely have to have the assistance of the community to let us know what's going on, where problems are, to report things to us. And our Crime Watch program does a great job of that. Crime Watch, they meet monthly. There's how many Crime Watches, Mike?
We have 14 meetings a month.
Yeah, 14 meetings a month. Great opportunity for citizens to interact with our community policing officers. And our community policing officers have the flexibility to help address problems in a little bit longer term, as opposed to a patrolman coming out trying to help with something in a very brief window of time and then go on to their next call. The community policing officers are dedicated to seeing a resolution for the problem from beginning to end.
You know, not to switch gears too far off, but I know it reminded me of some of the calls we get once in a while, or just the public commentary that I have, where people see or hear things going on maybe in the community that they're concerned about, and they don't really know where to reach out to, and sometimes they don't really want to identify themselves. Can you talk a little bit about what a person might do if they do see something going on that just doesn't seem appropriate and they'd like to report it, but they don't necessarily want to get involved?
Yeah, super easy ways. Just go to the website. There's a link there to an email. You can submit something anonymously to us, and we'll look into it. There's also the Crime Stoppers program. Just Google Crime Stoppers of Central Indiana. The number will pop up. It's also on our website. Another great way to report more criminal activity than a neighborhood problem. But those are 2 great avenues.
Well, Chief, again, appreciate what you do to help lead the department and make all this work. And, of course, you couldn't do it without a great team of folks, and I'm equally proud of Mike Anderson and all the work he does. So, Chief, again, obviously you are oversee all of the community policing, as well as obviously having been an officer for years. I know you have a lot of leadership that all the officers in the department follow you in so many ways. But talk a little bit about the community policing program in a little more detail and how people could get involved if they want to.
Yeah, so if you get on the city website, cityofandersonpolice.com, there's a link there for our Crime Watch. So if you're interested, they'll send an email to us, and then we'll send information out. Again, we have Crime Watch meetings monthly throughout the city, different areas of the city and neighborhoods. And we provide them with detailed information of the activity that's happened, and vice versa. They provide us with valuable information to help us be able to do some follow-up and stuff. And it's a point of contact. So for these neighborhoods, if they have an issue, they have a point of contact with our Crime Watch officers, and they can follow up. Like I said, more detail. If we have a speeding issue, we can set up some signs that monitor the speeding, and we could do some enforcement as well. So that's just one example. But also, we have these programs here, the outreach programs with these block parties, where we provide Second Harvest Food works with us hand in hand. They come to every event, provide free food for these families out here that need it. And we have different programs like Alternatives, Jane Pauley, We have a diaper change. The library comes out with their program. So it's a continuous community effort that we meet on a regular basis. Right now, we also have a senior link that is at Ascension's medical event that they're having in their parking lot. Kathy Guthrie, who's our Senior Link advocate, she's out there providing information for our Senior Link program, which has been very valuable for the seniors to have that point of contact. And what she's done, she's expanded it to be able to provide those resources outside the scope of the police department as well. So it's been very beneficial.
And I know folks at home that may or may not know about Senior Link. Some obviously participate in it, but it's the opportunity, and correct me if I'm wrong, it's the opportunity for a person to basically provide their name and number and contact information, and then folks will reach out to them on a regular basis and make sure they're doing okay. And again, gives them a resource if they see something like, say they have a street light out somewhere or something and they want to report it. It's just another vehicle to keep communication open.
Absolutely, and we even expanded it to, if it's something that we don't do, Kathy has the contacts to be able to reach out. We've had a heating and air issue, and she's been able to reach out to a heating and air company that's been able to help with that. So, so we kind of expand that where she's going above and beyond her services with that.
Well, I know, Mike, that we've had, and you've really helped expand this. Our block parties have grown over the years, not just in population, and people that participate, but with regards, like you said, some of these vendors that come out and some of our partners that help provide these social resources that so many people need. And they always seem like they come away with a really positive feel about it. And I know, as sort of a trivia question, I guess, I was surprised at the last block party, the number of hot dogs that we gave out.
Yeah, we've, beginning of the year, last year we served about 600, now we're up to we're serving 900 hot dogs at this event. So.
And
per block party.
And you guys are only eating one apiece, right?
I refuse to comment on that one.
Okay. See, these guys, they know their rights. All right. Hey, thank you so much for what you guys do. This has really been cool. Like I said, this is the last one of the year. Everybody going to take a little break from that. We got a lot of other stuff coming up, though. Well, I tell you what, we might want to talk about another cool event that everybody loves, and I even already see some orange around the area, and that is, of course, Halloween and a really cool event that APD puts on. Tell us about that, Mike.
So on October 24th at Dickman Park, we'll have our Trunk or Treat program where families can come and get candy from officers and fire department, and it's a really fantastic event. We had over 3,000 people come through that park last year.
Yeah, that's if you haven't been down there, and I suspect most of you have children there's always a lot of neat events going on around the community during that time of year. Churches hold them, nonprofits hold them, and of course the city through the Anderson Police Department holds this one. In fact, we'll have another one in that same vicinity at the Geter Center, which is always a neat event too. But if you haven't been down to the downtown Trunk or Treat with APD, you definitely want to make sure you bring the kids down. It opens up at a particular time. There's a little line to get in when it first starts, but once it gets going, they wrap around, they go through the street where all the officers have their vehicles backed up with the goodies in the trunk, and most of the time officers are dressed up themselves, so it really kind of creates a cool atmosphere. And then I know last year we went into Dickman Park and did a lot of decorating up on the stage and all around, and it was just cool.
Yeah. I mean, we have the same layout this year. Again, the time frame will probably be 5 to 8, like we have in the past, and so it's a 3-hour window. But like I said, we got 3,000 people through in 3 hours, and we have numerous officers. Our officers really look forward to this event. They asked me, and it's pretty awesome that we have that volunteer that they want to come out and participate in that.
Yeah, I think, Chief Lee, I think the interaction between the public and the officers during that particular time period, as well as you move up into the Christmas season, it really creates a good relationship.
Yeah, it's a wonderful opportunity for the public to interact with their officers and our officers to see the public in a different light. Unfortunately, oftentimes their interaction can not always be positive, and this is all positive. It's a wonderful event. Please bring your kids out.
Yeah, definitely do that. And I suppose you guys have got your outfits picked out already, or you're still working on that?
Still working on that one.
Still working. Okay, there they are again. Okay, being quiet. Hey, thank you very much for joining us, and thank you guys so much for what you do. Appreciate helping keep us all safe. Thank you. Folks, we continue on at Harmon Park here, and Chief, you guys are having quite a turnout today.
Yes, we are. Glad to see all the people out and giving away lots of stuff. Smoke alarms, we gave out 35 already.
Now, people, and that's something that some folks may not know, but Anderson Fire Department is every year, they make sure, I know October, which is right around the corner, is Fire Prevention Month. But of course, for you guys, every day is Fire Prevention Day, right?
Yes, we give out smoke alarms 365 a year.
If somebody in a neighborhood says to themselves one day, you know, I need to replace mine, or for whatever reason I don't happen to have one, what do they need to do?
Come up to 44 West 5th Street to the red door, and they just fill out a questionnaire so we know an address and how many stories their house is, and they get 2 free ones.
And people need to know that they do come with a battery. The officers cannot install it for you because of liability issues, but the installation's pretty simple, really.
Yep, they come with the screws and the battery already in them, and directions.
So definitely take advantage of that if you have not. Now, as far as the block party goes, you guys have always been a super important partner with the Anderson Police Department, your brothers and sisters, and really in public safety. And every block party we have, you guys are always part of it and right in the middle of it. So tell us a little bit about what you've been doing today.
Well, like you said, it's a family thing. So the police department's doing the food, and we're doing some good giveaways as far as the smoke detectors and fire prevention stuff for the children.
Yeah, I know there's oftentimes you guys have like coloring books, coloring chalk, or not chalk, but crayons and so forth that the kids can do, but they're basically really a teaching tool.
Yep. We have Smokey the Bear stuff and some safety lights. Kids have crayons and pencils and coloring books. So.
And I know also, of course, we've been very fortunate. The city has, through the fire department, to be able to have a really cool safety trailer that we teach folks how to act and react in the event of a fire in the home, or how to be safe when you're cooking and so forth at home. And that particular piece of equipment today is also being used in another location.
Yeah, we got 2 events going on today, so we had to split hairs, but it's getting done, and looks like a good turnout of both.
Yeah. Well, again, I want to thank you and all the men and women at the Anderson Fire Department. You guys do a great job, and I know you've taken over this role not too long ago, and super high marks on everything you've been doing. So thank you and your team for being out here today. And I'm with Derek, who is with Joy Journey Farms. And as you can see behind me, I'm not standing out in the cornfield. I'm actually right here in the center of the city at Harmon Park with some really cool animals here, thanks to Derek and his organization. Thank you for being here, Derek.
Well, we appreciate it, Tom. We thank you for everything you guys do for the community and having us out. And it's a great privilege to come and enjoy the city of Anderson. So.
Well, I know you guys, I think, have been able to be at every, might have missed one, I'm not sure, because of scheduling. but for the most part, I think you've been here every park party we've had,
Yeah.
and it's always a big hit, as you can see with the kids behind us.
Yeah, definitely. I think we've made just about every one this year, and it's everything from 2-year-old kids all the way up to 80-year-olds love it. So, and everything in between. So that's what we enjoy about it.
So tell the folks here at home where you guys are located.
We're out of Fort Wayne area, just about 20 minutes outside of Fort Wayne is where the farm is, and it's a mobile petting farm and horse ride business. So we go all around the tri-state area, Michigan, Ohio, and Indiana, doing different events for all types of services. So.
I know at each one of the events it rotates a little bit on the animals. There's some that are always definitely involved. But tell us what most folks can expect when they come to something like this at a location like this.
Yeah, so we're bringing all the farm animals. So we back at the farm, there's at least 7 or 8 of each type of animal, so they get rotated in and out. But there's sheep, goats, alpaca, calf, pony, and then we have our chicken and bunny as well. So about 10 to 12 total animals from the farm.
Well, and of course you allow the kids, you've got a little bucket here with some food pellets, and you allow them to feed the animals?
Yeah, for sure. They can feed them, brush them. A lot of kids, I tell, they can have a staring contest because some kids, aren't sure yet. But so a lot of different opportunities to interact with the animals, not just to look at them, but actually to pet them and feed them. And so I think that's unique to what we do. So
Derek, if someone at home maybe going to have a large event or something for some special activity and they were interested in utilizing your services, what would they need to do?
Yeah, we have a couple options. I mean, you can get on our website. It's joyjourneyfarms.com. So it's, again, a mobile petting farm and horse ride. We do horse rides as well at events. And so everything from birthday party up to huge corporate events and everything in between.
Is there a phone number, or is the website the best way to go?
Yeah, either way, all my emails on the website and my phone number. We have Instagram, Joy Journey Farms. So if you just search that, you can come up with, all the information you'd need to contact me.
Okay, well, Derek, we appreciate what you're doing and the rest of your team, and thank you so much for bringing these cool animals. I know the kids and the families are certainly enjoying it, and we're looking forward to seeing you next year, okay?
Well, we appreciate it, Tom. Thank you.
Thank you, Derek. Good morning, Anderson. This is Tom Broderick, and I'm with Kenny Davenport. We're out at Harmon Park, and this is mid-September, and we are at our very last block party of the year. We've had 5 really cool block parties, and this one is very well attended, as you'll see as you watch this video, and we're really having a great time out here with the kids and the families. But I wanted to take a minute to talk to Kenny, who is a member of our Anderson Park and Recreation Board. So, Kenny, good afternoon or morning.
Hey, good morning, Mayor. How are you?
I'm doing pretty good. Hey, first off, let's talk a little bit about these block parties and the importance of these, and how you and also your fellow comrades on the board feel about this.
Oh, yeah, this is such a great program for the community, and the way they use all the different parks, so we get all the areas of the city covered. And there's just nothing better than the police and the community and the firefighters all joining together and having a good time, and we're just proud to let them to use the parks and be a part of it.
Well, I know the police folks that are the main hosts, and then the fire department that backs them up, our public safety officials on both those aspects. They really think it's important too, as part of the community outreach, to let folks know what they do, talk about fire safety, talk about safety of your person in your homes and so forth. And of course, they obviously serves as great role models for all these young kids.
Right, absolutely. I mean, you know, most people don't ever, the only time you see them is at a bad time in your life. So it's good to have them out and having a good time together.
Yeah, we definitely enjoy that. But I also wanted to talk to you not only about this, because you kind of wear multiple hats. I know you're heavily involved in a activity that helps raise money to allow officers to go out right before Christmas time and shop with kids, for underprivileged can have an opportunity at having presents and so forth under the tree. Tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, the Cops and Kids program is put on by the Fraternal Order of Police, the local Anderson Lodge, which encompasses most officers in the county. And we've been doing this for long before me. This is probably between 35, 40 years they've been doing this. And just like you said, we take underprivileged children, take them out and they go shopping with a police officer. We give them, depending on how much money we can raise, usually they get between $125, $150 each to spend. And the last several years we've been blessed to raise enough money that I also give each family gets a complete holiday meal, turkey, dressing, pie, all the fixings. So we're trying to expand it all the time, but it's a great program for the kids. And if anybody wants to donate, they can get a hold of Fraternal Order of Police. I don't know off the top of my head the website, but they do have a website. I think FOP48.com might be it. But they can donate online, they can send a check. But we'd appreciate, drop it off at the police department any kind of way, but we appreciate any kind of donations we can get. The more money we have, obviously the more kids we can help.
Well, I know the city tries to be a proud sponsor of that on an annual basis, but obviously it takes a village, so to speak, and so we need the folks in the community that have the ability to do that to step up and help put some nice little goodies in the stockings for the kids this Christmas. Even though we have a nice sunny day today,
Yeah,
hate to say it, everybody, you know, it is around the corner.
Yes, absolutely. And we do appreciate the city. You're one of our major sponsors, and we appreciate that every year. And just keep, like I said, we keep trying to expand in any way I can.
Well, Kenny, thank you very much. And again, reach out to APD or through the Fraternal Order of Police, and if you can, make those donations. And remember to always watch the City of Anderson Facebook page, as well as our website for activities that come up throughout the year, including things like this block party. We do have a couple of concerts coming up. They're wrapping up our concert series season the next weekend, which is the date is the 20th, and then 7 days later on the 27th will be the final one, and that's at Dickman Park. We just had one last night. It was really a great group, and we're looking forward to the wrapping up the season, and then we'll be right back again next year. So always a lot going on here in the community, so make sure that you do check out those resources where you can make sure that you're able to take and participate along with your family as well. So Kenny, thank you for all you do.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Mayor.